Hi, my name's Adam Kovac, and I'm a writer and developer for the Scoundrels of Brixton sci-fi role-playing game series. Jeff Jones at RPG Ramblings asked me to make this short video explaining our second issue, The Clean Hands, which is currently funding on Kickstarter. The first issue launched in the spring. Scoundrels of Brixton is a setting designed for referees looking to inject crime and mayhem into their campaigns, an environment tailored for players who behave like space-going troublemakers. Brixton is a solar system settled by colonists from Earth. Over a few centuries, the planets and inhabitants essentially have been taken over by dubious governments and corporations from around the galaxy. Crime and corruption are run rampant. Everyone is a scoundrel, because that's what it takes to survive. We used the first issue to establish the setting, the main planet of Deluvia, the floating Gotham of Sky City, along with other worlds in the system. We introduced key players, NPCs, and criminal organizations with several adventure scenarios to give referees the freedom to let their players get sort of a guided tour throughout Brixton. The Clean Hands takes it up to 11. The issue provides an in-depth look at a new crime faction, using a health clinic as a front for a smuggling ring. There's more detailed background for members of this gang. Everyone has a hidden agenda, more moral complexity. There's a description of their hideout and how they operate, with a selection of missions that connect to material and NPCs introduced in Issue 1 and elsewhere in Issue 2. Also, The Clean Hands takes a deep dive into a settlement on the planet Deluvia, so players can get a feel for what it's like to live in this dystopian city and who's calling the shots. Maybe it's a place to visit and cause trouble, or is it an ideal safe haven for use throughout a larger campaign? We also created new crime factions in the shorter format that people will recognize in the first issue. There's a couple bestiary entries, a handful of totally new weapons, a vehicle, and gear player characters might find handy. All total, The Clean Hands has 8 new crime factions. These are bloodthirsty crooks, space pirates, rogue mercenaries, cult fanatics. There's 31 new NPCs, 21 missions where the player characters can take jobs as repo men, assassins, saboteurs, thieves, even eco-terrorists. So, how does a referee use Scoundrels at the gaming table? That's a great question. Say you're running homebrew sci-fi using Cepheus Engine or any version of Traveler, and the characters are traveling across a remote sector. There's that empty hex on the star map, and being able to jump through it would allow the characters to reach their destination. Boom. Insert the Brixton system, and now the referee has a location for the players to refuel, make ship repairs, meet new NPCs, take a little shore leave, and cause some trouble. Brixton is also the perfect place to send your players when they roll a misjump, or when the party tends to wander and deviate from the script of a larger defined campaign. They can adventure in Brixton, sort out their problems, regroup until the referee decides it's time to steer them back on track. I heard from a gamer in England recently who said he was going to insert Scoundrels into his Pirates of Drynax campaign. And I'm like, yes, that's what Scoundrels is designed for. Brixton is the perfect setting for rogues to adventure in for a brief spell, use as a base of operations, or they can stick around and establish a criminal empire. Short version, Scoundrels is a plug-and-play hive of scum and villainy. There's in-depth information that's concise, it's easy to use, and packaged for referees to start gaming in the Scoundrelverse with minimal preparation. And because the material is rules light, there'll be no trouble tweaking this setting to work with other popular game systems, even Mothership. At a minimum, the Scoundrels setting will provide referees loads of ideas for adventures or NPCs to use in their campaign at a cost that's not going to drain anyone's budget, guaranteed. Feedback from the first issue has been awesome, and we are pumped about The Clean Hands and can't wait to get it out there in the world. Our Kickstarter backers have been great, and so far it's looking like Scoundrels will evolve into a sustainable ongoing series that can hold its own beside just about any Cepheus Engine or Traveler related product on the market. What's next? Issue 3 is already in development. There's so much more to explore in the Brixton system. Yes, we're sticking with the overall theme of crime and mayhem, but we're adding a dash of sci-fi horror to the mix. So in addition to new gangsters, we're also creating deck plans for a brand new starship. I don't want to give away too much. But try to imagine a mashup of Call of Cthulhu and Breaking Bad in outer space. Thanks for letting me ramble about Scoundrels of Brixton. I hope this video answered a few questions about the Clean Hands project and how it can make your gaming table criminal. The Clean Hands is funding on Kickstarter for a few more weeks, and we appreciate everyone who's backed the project so far, and we hope to raise as much as possible to pay for more killer art, deck plans, and everything else that goes into not only creating a useful RPG supplement, but one that's high quality and looks great on a gaming shelf. Scoundrels of Brixton. Immerse your players in the criminal underworld of the far future. Check it out.